Hello everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations, and today is June 11th. It is Tuesday. Oh my gosh, this week is going by really fast. Why? Because I have like a bajillion things to do. That figures. Okay, so this video is going to be the results from my 5-day market this last week. Before we get started though, I wanted to say if it's your birthday, June 11th, happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you both. Congratulations. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Spent doing what you want and eating what you want and being surrounded by people you love. That's like, that's it. That would be the day right there. That's just amazing. So I hope you have a wonderful day, whatever it is you choose to do. Hi to all my subscribers. I've gotten quite a few. I think that's absolutely fabulous that you're finding me, you're liking me, you're subscribing. Thank you guys so much for that. It really means a lot. I am going to talk about the results. I'm always crunched for time, as you well know. But I allotted for some time here, so hopefully I don't go over. I'm not going to tell you what the amount that I allotted for. We'll see how we're doing here in a minute. What is this? This is French vanilla today. And I got my mug. It's waiting to go with me to work so I can fill it up with some water. So I think Saturday was a week, maybe even longer, guys. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to pick the winner for the Potiversary. I picked the winner and I had it on my phone and I'm like, how am I supposed to do this so that I can show you guys who the winner was? I do have a winner. I've already taken the bag and boxed everything up. I just have to get an address. So the winner, what I asked for was for you to tell me how long you've been watching my channel, why you clicked on, why you subscribed, and go from there, because I just find it really interesting. I think it's two of the people that sent you to me the most, I want to say thank you to. First, Crystal from Bag O' Day. She is absolutely my go-to for tutorials. I love that girl so much. She's amazing. I mean, she just pops them out there. And they're just some wonderful patterns. You guys know how much I love her dress patterns. And if you don't know, if you're new, trust me, if I'm showing you a dress pattern for a toddler, actually a baby or a toddler, it's because it's something that I got from Bag O' Day. I love Crystal's dress patterns. I use them a lot. And it's time for me to start making more dresses because I am now down to 2. So yeah, but she's got all kinds of tutorials. You guys, if you don't know by now who Crystal is from Bag O' Day, you definitely need to check her out because she's awesome. Number 2, one of my yarny besties, Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. Several of you said that Rose sent you as well. And I just want to thank her. And if you've been watching and you've been following me for any length of time, you know that Rose and I have met up several times and have had yarn therapy shopping together. So thank you, Crystal from Bag O' Day, and thank you, Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. You guys are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing because, I mean, you guys are just great. So thank you so much. The winner was... okay, hold on. Carol and Matthew, I believe that, yeah. And I can't read what it says. Oh, you know what? I can. So let me do this. Crystal recommended you, and I enjoyed watching your easygoing attitude. And she put a little smiley face. Oh, look at that. That's so awesome. So you see your name there? That's you. So please contact me through email, happytohook@gmail.com, and let me know what your address is, and I will get that box shipped out to you. Congratulations. And thank you guys all for the wonderful, wonderful comments. You guys get me all up in my feels, and I know I say that a lot, but you really do, because I don't know. I just find it amazing. I've got such a wonderful group of people, and if I could meet you all, I would do it. I'm just saying. Okay, so to not keep this exceptionally long, now that we've done the winner, we've said hi to our subscribers. All my social media information will be in the description box below. So I am still like reeling from this 5-day market, you guys. No joke. I had paper here that, where did I do it? Oh, there they are. I gotta keep track. Man, I was writing stuff down. I was writing it on cards and everything. I'm just trying to, anyway, I'm catching up on my sleep and, you know, getting ready for vacation, and it's just been nuts. But you know how some people, like thrive when they're like pressed for time or whatever. I'm one of those people. I just feel like I either get more done or get more accomplished. I don't know. I just feel like I work really well under pressure. I try not to do it very often though, because sometimes I guess it could, you know, be stressful. It tires me out. I mean, it doesn't stress me out. I'm just exhausted. So I got home yesterday. I've been trying to eat really well. I shared ramen noodles with my granddaughter. Oh boy, that was not a good idea. I got sick. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta lay down, because I haven't been eating bread. I haven't been eating a lot of pasta lately. More, you know, meat and eggs and cheese and stuff like that. But, I mean, I still allow myself stuff to eat, but I don't know. Something about the ramen noodles, I don't know. They didn't, and it was a bowl, like a spicy shrimp bowl or something that she made. But anyway, with that being said, and I hope these are accurate. I was trying to here's the paper I was looking for. Okay, so when I first started this in March, when I knew for sure that I was going to be in this, I decided to start looking for patterns, as you guys well know. Some of them worked out well, and I will be doing them again. So I'm gonna, because I've just got like 1, 2, 3. I had like 5 different papers everywhere, trying to keep track of everything written down. And until Sunday, I was like by myself. So it's kind of hard to write stuff down and remember when you got 8 or 9 people lined up to buy something that you have made. So I tried my best to remember. Then I thought, wait, I have my paper from like days before, so it tells me exactly how many I made and what I was going to sell them for. So let's do this. All right. Okay, I move this. I got to move it back over a little bit. I'm filling up some of my spots. Look, there's no empty holes anymore. I'm getting there. Oh, and I did go to my Hobby Lobby yesterday, and they have finally officially started marking down yarn. I'm only looking for cotton blend, and maybe some soft and sleek if I don't already have the colors, because that soft and sleek makes beautiful shawls and hats and scarves. And then anything to make plushies with. I don't need that really jumbo yarn. I don't use the big jumbo yarn, but I watched Rose's video from Rose Likes Crochet, her video from when she went to Hobby Lobby, and they have Hobby Lobby's version of blanket yarn. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it was adorable, and I want to try to pick up some of that too, because it was like not variegated, but it wasn't solid colors, I can tell you that much. Okay, so here we go, guys. What I took to the show, to the market. The market ran from Wednesday, June 5th through Sunday, June 9th. The hours were Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And then because of the incident Saturday night, it was supposed to be, Sunday was supposed to also be 10 to 9, but it was 12 to 8. So I made chickens, large octos, medium octos, and small octos. Axolotls, extra large squids, medium squids, and small squids. One-eyed monsters, two-eyed monsters, leggy frogs, stingrays, 4 sizes of stingrays from small to extra large. Baos or bows, I don't know what you call the little dumpling things. I took those. Bees, I had the bumblebees, 2 ghosts, gummy bears, loaf cats, and hippos. Did I forget anything? I'm trying to remember everything that I had out on that table. Yeah, okay, I think I think that was it. And I showed you guys that big, ginormous gray bag. So out of everything that I took, I believe I brought 12 items back with me. That's it. Guys, I had, number one, such a wonderful time. Even, you know, of course, minus the incident that happened Saturday night. If you are new to my channel, if you're just not following me, I did have a 5-day event. Saturday night, about 14 minutes before we closed, there was a fight that ensued and there was gunfire. So no one was like shot, but because of the trampling, I did find out that there were a few people that were hurt. A lady was holding on to her child, and they were, you know, trampled to the ground, and her ankle was broken. Don't know about anybody else that had any like really severe. I mean, this is going to affect her if she's working, or, you know, no matter what she does, she's got a broken ankle now. All because someone decided to be not smart. So anyway, despite that, it was extremely busy. And I just had such a good time because I love meeting people. I ran into a lot of people that I knew, which you usually do when you have a local event. And people were just so sweet, and they were just so nice and telling me what a great job I did, and you know how wonderful my products were. And man, that's what it's about right there. It is just awesome because you are your worst critic when you make something, because I am right there. I've been crocheting for like almost 49 years. I was 9 years old when my mother taught me how to crochet, and I'm going to be 58 in August. And I'll tell you, you know, you start off doing these little things, and then you work up to other things and getting out of your comfort zone. And yeah, and I think this is Marie, this is definitely for you. There was a time where I said, you know what? I don't want to do amigurumi. I want to just stick to what I'm doing because that's what I like to do. And then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute now. If you can step out of your comfort zone, even if it's just 1 or 2 items, do it. You don't know until you've tried it, right? You don't know. And don't make something, you know, if you want to try amigurumi for the first time, my word, do know so, okay? I don't even like to sew stuff together. I found this really cute pattern and it said, yeah, so you got to put sew the arms and sew the legs. I'm like, let me stop you right there. I'm not going to do that right now, because I don't know. Next month, I might decide, you know what, that's really cute. I'm going to buy that pattern and I'm going to sew it together, or I'm going to watch that tutorial and I'm going to do it. For now, I'm going to stick to very low sew or no sew. That seems to work. I'm going to keep that up for now. But I'm so glad that I decided to stop saying, I'm not going to make that. I'm never going to make that. I'm not going to do that. I'm never going to do that. To, I might try it. All right, let's see how it works. Okay, let me look up some tutorials and just see just how hard this is. So I'm glad I did that. I've been making amigurumi like on a regular since March. Well, I started the end of February because I wanted to take some to my March event. And my March event was the very first weekend in March. It's that way. It's those dates, or that weekend. It's always the very first weekend in March. And it did so well. I thought, all right, I'm glad I did it. So I'm glad I continued to make some. But let me just say, I did not have enough. And the reason I didn't make an overabundance, guys, was because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was only a 4-hour day. You know, it was just from 5 to 9. Oh my gosh. All right. So the chickens, I sold 5 chickens. I took 5 chickens. Large octos, I took 10. I brought back 6. Medium octos, I made 10. I brought back 0. I sold 10 of them. So small octos, I made 16 of them. So I took 14, but then while we were there, I made 2 more, right? I have, and the small octos are the $5 ones that I had in a bin marked for $5. And I had, so 16 total, and I brought home 0. I sold all 16. I made 14 axolotls. I brought home 3. I made 2 extra large squid. I brought home 1. Medium squids, I made 10. I brought home 0. Small squids, I made 10 to go to the event. I made 3 during the event. I brought home 0. Monsters, the one-eyed monsters, I sold 2 and took 2. I had another monster that had, I don't know if I showed you. It had like the googly eyes. It had stripes. I loved it. I made it with acrylic yarn, and it was tan and white. And I wasn't really sure about the eyes. I was going to glue it. Well, I couldn't find my glue. So I purposely set it back, and I put a little thing on there. I had a note about the safety eyes and not to give them to a child under 3, because the first thing they do is put them in their mouth. But an older child came and purchased that monster. So I had 3, 2 one-eyed monsters and 1 monster. Nope, I had 4, I'm sorry. The big one that I made, that one I brought home. The other 3 sold. Excuse me. I made 2 extra large stingrays. You remember, the green one and the pink one. I sold the green one, brought the pink one home. I made 2 large stingrays. They both sold. I made 3 medium stingrays. All 3 of those sold. I had 10 small stingray, and I brought home 2, so I sold 8. I had 6, and bao? That's what I'm pronouncing. I don't know how you pronounce them. The little dumplings that everybody thought was an onion. I swear to you, they would pick it up and go, "Is this an onion?" And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not an onion." So out of the 6, I sold 2. I brought 4 back. My bumblebees, I took 10 bumblebees and 1 jumbo. So actually 9 regular bumblebees and 1 green one. I sold all of them, made 4 more, 2 more jumbos, 2 more regular, sold those as well. So I brought no bees home, and I made, let's see, 10, 11, I made 15 total, and I sold all 15. I had 2 ghosts left over from another previous event that I made, or that I had, and when I first wanted to see just how hard it was to make like a ghost, it wasn't hard at all. I remember that now. That was last year, because I took that to my November excuse me, my November event, and I found these in a bag, and I thought, oh, I'll just take them. Well, I sold 1, so someone wanted it. I sold 1 ghost out of the 2. Gummy bears. Oh my gosh, the gummy bears. The gummy bears, they loved those things. I took 8 gummy bears. I put them in the basket with the $5 octos, sold them for $5, and they sold. Or had them for $5 and they sold. Someone's calling, but it says potential spam, so Lisa's not answering. I never do, guys. I know I say that a lot, but I'm not kidding. No one bought my hippos, and I thought they were so stinking cute. But everyone would pick them up and go, "Oh, what a cute hippo. Oh, that's adorable." But no one bought them. I had $15 on those, so I don't know. I just feel like, whatever. Okay, so the chickens were a paid-for pattern by and Marlowe. The octos, the large octos, actually, I just made that with blanket yarn from the small octos, but I used 2 patterns. And remember, if you want something smaller, use a smaller hook, smaller yarn. If you want something larger, larger hook, larger yarn. That's all I did. I only used 2 patterns for my octos so far. There's one I want to try that has curly tentacles. We'll try it sometime. But the first one is from Rel of the Dabbling Hook, because I like the little bumps that her tentacles make when you do them. It was really cute. They liked them. The kids loved them. I made like, the octos that I sold were actually, the larger ones were all Rel's pattern. So what was that? The 10, and then I sold 4. So the 4 that I sold were all Rel. or Rel's pattern, I guess. They were all Rel, but you know what I mean. So the medium and small octos, actually I did make 2 medium octos in Rel's pattern in the Juicy Couture navy blue. Oh my gosh, that yarn is just amazing. I'm just saying. Oh, I might have to start collecting some more of that stuff, because it just makes soft, whatever you make with it, it's just amazing. But anyway, I did sell both of those navy blue ones, and that was Rel's pattern. And you know, all these people will be linked in the description box below. And if I forget, just give me a minute, I'll catch up. Also, the second octo pattern that I made was from Crochet by Jenna. And those were the ones, you know, I sold like 14. I just made the little small ones for $5. The axolotl pattern is also Crochet by Jenna. The squids are by Plushy Co. That is a paid for pattern, but it will be linked in the description box. The monster pattern is from Crystal of Chronically Crocheting. The Leggy Frogs is from what is that? Chloe Crafts, I think. I didn't have that written down. Shame on me. Hold on a minute. Let me look. Did I put it down here? I thought for sure. Okay, squishy. Sweet Softies. No, that's not it. I think it is, but whoever, I don't know why that popped in my head. I know I think she does a crochet pattern for hats as well. I don't know. Anyway, that's I'll find out exactly who makes the Leggy Frogs. Did I tell you how many of those? I might have missed the frogs. If I didn't, I made, let's see, I took 8 Leggy Frogs with me. And I made 3 Leggy Frogs while I was there, and I sold all of them. So I think that was the only one. I'm not sure if I said anything to you. Okay, so I'll find out who makes the Leggy Frogs. I think it's Chloe Crafts, but if it isn't, I will put it, it'll be linked down below. The Stingrays, the extra large, the large, and the medium, oh, and the small, because I made 4 sizes, were all Teresa's Crochet Shop. That'll be linked below. So her small one, her small pattern is a free tutorial. Her extra large Stingray, I bought the pattern. It was like $3. I bought the pattern for it, and they did really well. So yeah, the medium and the large ones, I just upped the hook size and the yarn. But the extra large one though, I wanted to get the measurements just right, because I wanted it to look like the picture and I just want, you know, support them. It's $3. It's a $3 pattern. So yeah, so I bought the pattern. It is paid for, but I'm sure if you could just, you know, if you just up the size, the jumbo size, you might be able to make it. I don't know. I'm sure you could. The bow, I don't remember the name, but I'll put that in the description box below as well. Bumblebees, Crochet by Jenna. Ghosts. Oh, I better put a mark there. I don't know who did that. So question mark. Oh, my pen doesn't want to write. Hold on a minute. Oh, wow, it really doesn't. Aw, that's all right. Oh, there we go. Okay, no. It's just decided, nope, I'm not doing it. Gummy bears, I'll have that linked below. That's also a free tutorial. They have so many. So if I forget to put the gummy bears, guys, just look up crochet gummy bear, and like several videos pop up for that one. Loaf cat was, oh, what is the name? I'm totally drawing a blank right now, you guys. Annie Caraway. Oh, that was going to drive me nuts. Annie Caraway, it was a paid for pattern. And since I bought the pattern, guess what? More free tutorials have popped up. So you can get it for free. That same type of cat, little slightly different. But you can, if you look on the tutorials for fat cats or chubby cats or chunky cats or loaf cats, just look on YouTube, guys. It's there. Hippo, that's also linked there. I cannot remember that poor lady's name, but I will try to have everyone's link right next to, you know, Bees, Crochet by Jenna. You just click on it. Okay, so, oh, that was everything, right? My scrunchies, that's just something that I did. I did, however, when I first started, well, no, because when I first started making scrunchies, Kelsey wasn't even, I mean, I don't think she was doing them. So when I first made scrunchies, guys, I have 3 daughters, right? My oldest child is 39, and I've been crocheting for a long time. So when I first started making my scrunchies with acrylic yarn, because I didn't even know what Chanel or chenille or velvet yarn, that was unheard of. Acrylic, baby, use acrylic. Because my daughter Jessica was in like flags and cheerleading and whatever, and she always had long hair, so I always made her some kind of scrunchie to go in her hair or headband. Same for my daughter Amanda, same for my daughter Abigail. But with Jessica, I used to make it, I would crochet over a ponytail holder. Of course, they didn't have ouchless then either. It was the kind with the metal. So glad they changed that. Just saying. But I would crochet. I would do single crochets around. And in those single crochets, I would just do double crochets and then leave it at that. And that was it. So just a single crochet, double crochet. Like 2. I think I only put 2 of them in each one around. And I made them that way for years. Now, Kelsey from Passionate Kelsey, she makes hers with a single crochet and 3 triple crochets in each one. I make mine, even though they look similar, they're not. I mean, there's so many ways that you can do it. And someone asked me, and I'm like, it isn't Kelsey's, because I put right here, mine are half double crochets. I like the way the half double crochet looks. Not saying that the single crochet doesn't, but for me, it's easier for me to do a half double crochet around that ponytail holder than a single crochet. And maybe that could be because I've had carpal tunnel surgery and it's just easier. I don't know. I just know that I like that look. So I do half double crochets until I stretch it out and make room. It could be 45, 50, I don't know. And then I put 3 trebles in each one. And it works out perfect. That's what this is. I just made this, so just ignore the little strings. But yeah, so this is just half double crochet around and then 3 trebles in each one. But they do look a lot like so many that are out there. But I watch Passionate Kelsey because that girl is so cute. She's just adorable. I love sitting there watching her. She reminds me so much of one of my kids. I'm just saying. I'm not mentioning any names, but she does. And now, thanks to her, I've been making a bunch of bucket hats, all kinds, not just, she uses knotting hook crochet, and I've used that pattern several times. I also use a pattern for the hats by Crochet by Claire or Crochet with Claire. And I'm mentioning that because I sold that and I didn't put it down here, but I sold 10 bucket hats. Most bucket hats I've ever sold since I've been doing markets. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I made some, so I sold some, let's see, I sold 6 bucket hats that I had taken to the market with me, but then I made 3, and every time I would make a new one, I'd get my tag on there and I'd put it on the mannequin head, and somebody would come up and they would buy it. I sold my bucket hats for $20. So they sold really well. Let's see. So, and I know I've already done I've told you guys like what the best seller was for each day. And that was, oh my gosh, that was just amazing. The loaf cats, you guys. Oh my God. Those loaf cats. I took 10. Did I take 10? I want to say I made 10 loaf cats. When I made this, there was only 4. Trust me, I made 10 because then I made 4 more. I sold out of every single loaf cat, and then I had a sale or a order for a loaf cat in a specific color. She wanted a green one. Is it here? Yeah. So this is the bag of stuff that I'll be taking with me. So she said, I like green. Green is my favorite color. So this is what I came up with. This is the yarn that I purchased from, it's the yarn that I purchased from Michael's. So this is either the chenille, they had a chenille something, home chenille. And they also had a, oh my gosh, I should have been more prepared. I'll have it linked down below if you're interested, but it's loops and threads yarn. So this is that. I'd send her a picture. She absolutely loves it. Okay. So this is that. She also, or not her, nope. This is also a special order. She wanted a purple chicken. So I've got a purple chicken. I'm not sure. I don't know why that's... Oh, it's white. Okay. It's part of the yarn. I'm like, why is that white there? Duh, Lisa. But anyway, yeah, she said, can you make me a purple chicken? So I'll be meeting her to give her this purple chicken. They're all paid for. I don't accept any orders without payment first, as you well know. Okay, so, oh my gosh, scrunchies. Scrunchies, guys. Whew. So day 4, let's see, I'm looking right here, 5, 10. I sold 12 scrunchies on that day. The axolotls, I know I've already recapped like daily what they went for, but they just, everything sold so well. Amigurumi side. The biggest seller that was not amigurumi, bucket hats. I will have Knotting Hook Crochets tutorial link below, and I will have Crochet with Claire's link below as well. My bottle holders, I did make 10 of those because I took the 7 with me and I made 3 while I was there with a rainbow colored yarn right there. I made 3 of those. They sold. So I only brought 3 back. I sold 7, 8, 9 of them. 9 bottle holders total. Let's see. Dishcloths, I sold 2. Scrubbies, I think I sold 2 as well. Not to the same person. They looked at the market bags a lot. I sold 1 market bag. That's it. Everyone looked at him and said, oh my gosh, that's so cute. That's so great. I'm like, well, get one then. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. I didn't tell her to get one like that. I just said, yeah, they're really, and then I would get a market bag. I'm like, they're very stretchy. They're smaller than they look. And then I would put stuff in there and show them. And they're like, oh, that's great. I might be back. And then they don't come back. So yeah, so I had my Hectanuga 1 vest, boho vests out. I had the lavender chair vests out for the toddlers. My last 2 dresses from Bag O' Day Crochet. I also had, let's see, what else did I have out there? The bottle holders. I had some loofahs left over, some leftover popsicle holders. None of that stuff sold. My spa sets, I had 2 of those left. But I think I only had 2. I don't remember selling any of them. So, but on that side, I had 2 rows of bucket hats. The bucket hats were definitely, and I had some made in Rasta colors. I had rainbow ones, sold. I had tans, sold. I had the rainbow ones that I made, not rainbow, I made them in the retro stripe. I sold the child size one and the adult one for a mommy and her baby girl. So cute. She was like, I just don't know if it's going to fit. And I go, you are more than welcome to try it on her. From me, just by eyeing it, it's going to fit her. Sure enough, she put it right on. And that's the one she purchased. And I said, I've got an adult size that would probably fit you. And I had her try it on, showed her, I have a mirror. I keep a mirror by my hats. And she bought them both. So I made 5 hats with retro stripe, the pattern that I whipped up, and I sold 4 of them. The only one that came back, guys, was the little small one for the baby. And it could have sold, but the baby's head was too big. Ah! So I met so many wonderful people. So many wonderful people. Okay, so in case you're interested, let me tell you, my chickens I sold for $15. Large octos, the same price. Medium, 10. Small, 5. Axolotls, 15. Large squid was 30. Medium squid was 20. Small squid was 12. Monsters, the little bitty ones, I put those in the basket. They were $5 each. My leggy frogs I sold for 10. My stingrays, the extra large stingrays, were $30. My large stingrays were 20, the mediums 15, the smalls were 8. The bow, I sold those for $8. Bumblebees, the bumblebees that were this size right here, I sold those for 10. And the jumbo bumblebee I sold for 20. Gummy bears, they were $5. Loaf cats, I sold those for $20 each. The hippos I sold for $15. What else? My bucket hats I sold for $20. Scrunchies, $5 a piece. And on the last day I sold my scrunchies 2 for $8. I took $2 off because that's what I sell them for. That's what I was gonna sell them for $5 a piece in my shop, but I sell them in my shop 2 for $8. So I sold them for 2 for $8. And even though they had $5 on there, I think I did sell them all 2 for $8 actually. That's right. That was my gimmick. I'm like, well, they're $5 a piece, or you can get 2 for $8. Guys, I made 130 of them, okay? 130. So think about that. Keep that thing in your head. I sold them every day that I was there. I did sell some online. Thank you guys so much for going to my Etsy shop for that, because I had one person that purchased 8 of them from me. Another one purchased 6, and then another one purchased 2 with a hat, or with a market bag that kind of matched. So I think she did that on purpose. It looked really nice. But yeah, the scrunchies, when we counted them, I had 27 left. Not bad. Not bad at all. I was like, I will take it. Okay, so let's see what else. My scrunchies, Leggy Froggy, extended bows, my gummy bears, bees, hippos. Anything else on here? My scrubbies I sold for $3. My dishcloths are $5. I'm looking to make sure. Bucket hats. Yeah, I got all of, and that was it. Oh, and I sold my my water bottle holders for $10, and I gave them a bottle of water. I mean, I can make several. Think about it. You can make probably 2, maybe even 3 with just one thing of yarn, maybe 2. Did I get 2 out of this one? I think I got 2. I'm not 100%, but it's 153 yards for the variegated and 180 for the solid color. The tans were the first ones to go. I had 2 tan ones and a dark brown, and then the rainbow ones, they really liked those, but I made those there while I was there. Then when I put them up, they sold. So I switched out, because I made 2 rainbows. I put one on the tea stand and then one with a bottled water, and I just sold the bottled water with it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. Oh, my Lovies. My Lovies I sell for $20, and I did sell some Lovies. Let's see, I sold Elmo. I've got him, Elmo. I sold Winnie the Pooh, 2 Care Bears, which really just did my heart so great. My Batman sold, and what else? Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster sold. So, I mean, they're really big, though. I didn't expect them to be that big for the price, because I ordered them from Kohl's, and I thought they were just going to be like the normal size, but they were jumbo. But they finally sold, because I was like, oh my gosh, they're huge. All right, let me put the bee back in there so I know, because that's my delivery bag. I'm going to pick it up and take it with me. All right, guys, so we're 38 minutes in. I've told you everything that sold, how much I sold it for. I'll have a list of everyone, you know, whether it's a free or a paid for pattern. If it's paid for, I'll probably have a little asterisk or something there so that you know that it's paid for. But I'm telling you, I've looked at all of these now, and I'm pretty sure you can get every single one of them for free, tutorial wise, on YouTube. So if you don't want to pay for a pattern, that's cool. Just check YouTube in the search engine, and I'm sure you'll find it. The loaf cats, by the way, I didn't make them all the size that they came in. As you know, when I did my mystery yarn challenge finished object, I had made some that were a little bit smaller. So I did sell the larger ones for $20, but the ones that are about half that size, I sold for $12, and none left. They love loaf cats. I'm just saying, they love them. The guy next to me that sold that sold me my 6 cups. Yeah, he bought one for each of his girls. I'm like, yes, thank you. We got to support each other. That's a reason why I love doing craft shows. Before I let you go, I know everyone's wondering. What I can tell you is that, and I don't know how many pieces I could add it up, but I just know that that's what sold for me. That's what went well. All my amigurumi that I made sold very well. The only thing that was a little bit of a shocker were the large octos. I thought everybody would want a large fluffy octo, right? Because I made 10 of them, but I brought 6 home. But still 4, that's not bad. That's not bad. So out of from the 5 days from start to finish, drum roll. Can you hear the drum roll? Most productive, profitable ever. Hands down, guys. I made over $1,700. Yeah, I was like, what? Are you serious right now? I just could not believe it. Yeah. And you know what? Square charges you a little bit of a fee. I had one Square sale. One. Everyone else paid Cash App or Venmo. $1,700. Wow. I'm just saying, guys. Absolutely amazing. So, with that being said, because that is absolutely phenomenal to me, for me, that is a personal best. I mean, hands down, nothing. The only thing that comes close, I mean, minusculely close to that amount at a market was when I'll be going to my Williamsville in September, because I made $800 there in one day. And I was just like, man, that's amazing. And I wasn't even selling a lot of amigurumi. At that time last year in September, I had just started making those little monsters by Chronically Crocheting. And I had some, I had a bunch of little monsters. I had a bunch of them in glow in the dark. I had one glow in the dark monster left, and at this event, and that I didn't even know was in the basket when I pulled it out of my bin, which broke. Darn it, broke my heart. So now I got to get another bin with wheels. It cracked right down the middle, and then the handle popped off. Might have had it a little overstuffed. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I get to go. I get to go cart shopping now. Anyway, it was so great. It was busy. That's why I signed up for next year. It's already signed up and paid for. I said, let me write you a check right now, fill out the contract. Let's do this. And then, so I've got another one in October. I believe it's Friday. Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? 4th, 5th, and 6th. Yeah. So it's a 3-day event. So yeah, I'm looking to check all my purples and oranges and yellows and white and, greens, anything that represents Halloween, because it is a Halloween themed festival for fall. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that word. I said festival the other day too. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I just want to say festival. Maybe I'm making up my own word. I don't know. Anyway, it was wonderful. So, remember, please remember, if you're going to do an event like this, number one, don't stress yourself out. Allow yourself enough time. So I knew about this event in March, and as you guys know, I was sharing the details with stuff that I was making. And it was, it's better that way, even though I work, it's like, oh, okay, I'm running. Because, the last, let's see, Friday and Saturday were my busiest days out of all of them. Friday and Saturday. When I was running out of things, I was just like, okay, when I go back home, I'll just take some more yarn and some stuff. This is the last I have. This is what I have left out of, what was it? Where is that bag? I feel like things are just like disappearing in here. Oh, here it is. I'm like, so here's my bag. I finished. That's a lot. This is and I have to get more polyfill. It's a 32-ounce bag. So I took the polyfill. And people are just looking at me and they're like, did you make all this? Yes, I did. So I will be making more, even if I have extra and they don't all sell. For my next market, I will have less to make up. So just allow yourself enough time. If you get on a multiple day market, allow yourself enough time to make the stuff that you're going to need. Write everything down. I can't stress that enough. Write down your game plan. Know what you're going to take. Know what you're going to make it for or sell it for, and have your signage ready. Also, make sure you take a snack. I always take something to eat, and I always take like 2 or 3 bottles of water. And know the person next to you. Know it, like, you know, if you have to go to the restroom and you're by yourself, you have to be able to trust these people. So I do markets and craft shows and craft fairs and bazaars. I do them so often that I run into the same people a lot of the times. So we look out for each other. Make friends with who is next to you. You know, that way if they need a potty break or, you know, something to eat, if they got to go get whatever, they'll say, "Hey, could you just watch? I'll be right back." And that's what we do. So just make sure that you know who's next to you and that you can trust them to watch your stuff for you just for a few minutes. Make sure you take enough change. I took $100 worth of change, all 10s, 5s, and 1s. And the 10s, I think I only took 4. The rest were 5s and 1s. That way, you know, I had enough to do everything. I had my signage up. I had my QR codes on a signage clip so that they knew that I accepted that, and which was nice because a lot of people were telling me not everyone is accepting cards here. And I go, well, you know, they charge a fee, but I said, I also have Cash App. I've got, you know, PayPal if you want to pay me that way. I offered PayPal, Square, Venmo, and Cash App. And they were thrilled because some of them wanted to purchase something, and here's what they do. They take their money out and they're like, I don't have enough. And even though the sign's right there, guys, they're not going to see it, okay? They're just going to see, I want this, I don't have enough money, let me go. But then I go, I do accept, you know, all major credit cards and Cash App and, you know, Venmo, PayPal. I'm like, what do you got? Because I can do it. So that really helped. If you can do it, if it's not going to cost you anything extra, make sure you accept credit cards because you're going to miss out on a bunch of sales if you don't. If you're unable to. Now, if you don't want to, if you don't want to deal with it, I totally get it. I really do. For me, yeah, I'm going to accept credit cards. So, yeah. So know your surroundings. Know the people that you're next to. Make sure you take plenty of change. Take a snack. Even if you plan on eating there or having someone bring you food, snack. Make sure you have some way of securing your money as well. Whether that be, you know, a deposit bag, you know, like that has a little lock with the key. It could be that. You could have a box, which I have, a lock box. You got to unlock it. You can have an apron. I tried the apron, but at one of my busiest markets, with the exception of this one, the money, every time I would go in there, because it was tight around my waist, the money would like fly up and I would have to like push it back down there. So no, I didn't like that. I use a bag personally or a box. I had a lot going on. So with the box, I don't want to have to keep doing, you know, and I like the bag because I had that bag tucked inside of a basket underneath the table. So nobody even, you know, when I knew someone was coming, I'd pick it up, have it right next to me, never had a problem. So just think about securing your money because, you know, out of all of that, I had $1,300 worth of cash with me when at the end of the 5 days. That's a lot of money. So I would empty it out and I would only take out the $100. That's what I started with. That's what I took. So I made sure I had 10s, 5s, and 1s and $100, and I would put the rest in my safe every night when I got home. I don't want to have that much money around. No, thank you. So if you start with $50 cash and you want to up it to 100, that's great. But everything else that you have, put it away somewhere. Separate it, leave it at home, wherever you can put it in a secure location. That's too much money to have around, especially when you're at a large event like a fair. That's, yeah, no. Let me see, what else? Make sure you're protected. If you're outside, just, you know, make sure you have your hat and your sunscreen on, and a tent. If you have a tent, that'd be ideal. Make sure that you go through all of your signage, your tablecloths, make sure you have everything ready. I personally do not set up the night before. What I like to do when I set up from my previous show, if I liked it, I take a picture of it and then I go from that picture. I keep it in my phone and then I'm like, okay, I really like the way this was set up. This is, let's start from there and work our way up. Especially now that I'm, this is, a handful of events that I've used that I've sold my amigurumi. So I just want it set up nicely. I want them to be able to see everything. I wanted the basket closed for the kids who didn't have a lot of money or who parents didn't want to spend a lot. And I did want to tell you, the green cat is going to the little girl who has the black axolotl. And she says that it's at her shop. So I'm going to her parents own a nail salon. So I'm going to that shop to drop off her items. Oh, and I want to see the axolotl. I hope they let me take a picture of it. That would be so cool. Anyway, I just got like total distraction. I just thought about that. But yeah, just make sure that you guys have everything that you need. I don't know where the link went, but I always printed up like a tracker. It was way too busy for that. But that's why I got a card. And when it wasn't, I didn't have a lot of people there, I would just jot down what I sold on my card because I just didn't have time. I was just like, yep, axolotl, axo, and then making little dash marks because it was at one point I was just like, man, I might need some help over here. But it was great. I just told them I'd be with you in just a second. Look around. Let me know if you have any questions at all. So yeah. Let's see. Oh man, I think that's pretty much it. Just make sure you have enough change. Make sure you have something for you. Take care of you because it's going to be a long day. It was a long day. I've been catching up on my sleep. I was totally and completely exhausted when it was over with. And I was like, okay, let me get something to eat. I need to lay down and just rest my brain and my body. So just take care of yourselves and have fun. It's so much fun to meet people you haven't seen in a while, people who, tell you how great you are. And I got 2 tips. Did I tell you that? 2 tips. And I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, you do great work. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. I don't expect that stuff. It's such a blessing to me that you come to my table and purchase something that I make. And it's a hobby that I love to do. So yeah. Such a great event. I absolutely cannot wait till October. And the wheels in my head, they're like, okay, what are you going to make? What are you going to make? That's why last video I asked you guys, what's your favorite Halloween thing to make? Even if you don't go to a fair, if you make something just for your house decor or a friend, what was it? That's what I wanted. And if you haven't answered that question, you can answer it in this one. So anyway, hopefully I'll remember to list everything. I got to go to work though. We're at 53 minutes. I kept it for an hour. So I figured an hour would be a good time. And I know I kind of like rambled a little bit, but, I hope you guys got the gist of everything. It was a great event. Those patterns are wonderful. Most of them are no-sew, like the cat pattern. You just got to sew on the tail. Everything else, you work it into the pattern. So, and that's the easy part. So I was looking, Chloe. Oh, it was Chloe Crafts. It says Chloe's Craft. Leggy Froggy. You see this? So just in case I forget, this is my list. And this is some of the ideas that I had. This, see, I still didn't even get the lip balm holders. I really want to get those. The chill pill, I want to make one of those. But dabbling hook, Teresa's crochet by Jenna. Yeah, they're all on here. Woo woo. Okay, that makes me feel better that I was at least right about Chloe's Crafts. Yeah. The Leggy Froggies, they love those things. I made them in every color, and I'm just going to do the same thing. So for this event, I'll have orange and black with maybe a purple stripe. Yeah, I've been writing all kinds of ideas. I can't wait to share those with you guys. Anyway, I got to get to work because, yeah, I got to get to work. Thank you guys so much, again, for the comments. If there's any other things that you are interested in that I didn't cover, just reach out to me in an email and I will try my best to answer your questions. And your support means the world to me. I appreciate you all so much for that. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you when I see you. Happy hooking, everyone. Bye for now.